my fellow classmates, class of 2017.
Yo!
Me, Anira, and my fellow buddy over here, Melissa, we're going to argue that 600 through 1450 and 1450 through 1750 should just be one periodization, not two. One. So, my position should win, and is going to win, because not many changes occurred, and there's many continuations and improvements through the time periods. And also, like the spread of religion, disease, and empire building.
To carry on what my partner said, the religion of Islam was a missionary religion, which is similar to the religion of Christianity during 1450 to 1750, that has missionaries like Mateo.
My name is Bryce, and this is William, as you all know, and we will be arguing that 1600s to 1450s and 1450s to 1750s should be two separate periods instead of one. Our side firmly believes that the 600 and 1450 period, the 1450 and 17 period are supposed to be different because the spread of diseases were in different continents instead of one. Also, although they killed the same amount of personas in their reign, they were in different places, so they weren't similar. The world's power shifted from China in 600 to 1450s to Europe in the 1450s to 1750s. And finally, the world's trade shifted from land to sea, which means that there were different trade routes and different items were traded.
My opponents argue that diseases have the same impact in these two time periods. However, our side, their opinion is incorrect because the Black Death just lowered the world's population in the 600 to 1450 periodization. However, in the 1450 to 1750 periodization, diseases like smallpox allowed Europeans to conquer others, which didn't happen in the 600 to 1450 periodization.
Thank you. Nice job.
On politics during the yellow periodization. Politically, during the yellow periodization, there was a growth of major empires covering more land than ever before. There were decentralized states, and there were nomadic people as well.
So with the bigger empires, we have a few examples. We have the Byzantines, the Mongols, the Chinese, and the Aztecs. The Aztecs, they ruled Mesoamerica. They had a strong military system, and they also conquered people to pay taxes or usually.
I'm Amelia, and I'll be presenting my expertise on religion between 1450 and 1750. Okay, so I'm going to start off with Europe and the Protestant Reformation led by Martin Luther, and that made a lot of changes with the religions and cultures within Europe. Like a great example would be like the printing press created an increase in literacy rates throughout all of Europe, and as well with the changes created by the Protestant Reformation, Christianity was able to be spread throughout all of Eurasia with the Jesuits, a few merchants and soldiers who went traveling around all of Eurasia. As well, Islam within the Middle East spread outstandingly throughout Africa, India, and Southeast Asia. And a great example of this would be the 20% population of Mughal India being converted to Islam within the blue periodization. And a major difference between the yellow periodization and the blue periodization would be the decline in the local and tribal religions. And in the blue periodization, there's an increase in mixed cultures such as Vodun and Sikhism.
Good afternoon, and I will be arguing on the fact that 600 to 1450 and 1450 to 1750 should be two periodizations. Okay? The first reason is because there's a shift in the way that the world is now being viewed. there is a shift from 600 to 1450, where trade occurs only in the eastern hemisphere, and in 1450 to 1750, trade is only in the 14th hemisphere. This is a big difference because now in 1450 to 1750, here comes the European mindset where Europe conquers and, well, not conquers, but Europe colonizes most of the world, and they are viewed as the one that's equal. And I would like to say that some other stuff that are also different is diseases, where you see a change where smallpox occurs in America and it destroys the population of the Native Americans, whereas the Black Plague occurred in Eurasia, and it's a different, what? Okay, it's a difference because we see a shift in how the world connects with each other and how they interact. And another reason is because we see a shift in trade between empires, from silk to China to Europe in 1450 to 1750, and silk to India. Now, this is different. This is a difference, and it also disproves your point where you say that the Khan only wants to address overseas trade being a big difference. But this is also disproving you guys because India is right next to China, but Europe is not across a sea from China, but it's a big difference because Europe was not part of Southernization in the 600 to 1450, but now we see a shift where everything is being
Shift west.
shift west.
Wrap it up. Last word? Hey, listen to Abraham, please.
Wait.
Oh.